At least 81 Palestinians have been killed and over 400 injured in the latest wave of Israeli airstrikes across the Gaza Strip within just 24 hours, according to the Hamas-run health ministry. One of the deadliest incidents took place near Palestine Stadium in Gaza City, where at least 11 people, including children, lost their lives. The stadium, which had been converted into a makeshift shelter for displaced families living in tents, turned into a scene of devastation after a sudden strike reduced the area to rubble. Eyewitnesses described a moment of terror as a massive explosion ripped through the camp. "This area was packed with tents. Now the tents are under the sand," said Ahmed Kishawi, a witness who, along with others, used his bare hands and spades to dig through the sand in search of survivors. "We spent hours digging with our bare hands," he added, emphasizing there were no militants in the area, only civilians and children. Verified footage shows heart-wrenching scenes of civilians and emergency responders desperately searching for bodies amidst the debris. The violence has sparked further outrage as more strikes continued across the territory. In the al-Mawasi area, another airstrike on an apartment building and a tent claimed the lives of at least 14 people, including 3 children and their parents who were sleeping at the time of the attack. Their grandmother, Suad Abu Tayma, emotionally questioned, "What did these children do to them? What is their fault?" The carnage did not end there. On Saturday afternoon, another strike targeted the Tuffah neighborhood near the Jaffa school, where hundreds of displaced Gazans were seeking shelter. That attack killed at least 8 people, 5 of whom were children. Mohammed Habub, a resident of the neighborhood, said his nephews, father, and the children of his neighbors were among the victims. "We didn't do anything to them. Why do they harm us? We are civilians," he said. The Palestinian Health Ministry reported that rescue operations are being severely hindered as ambulance and civil defense crews are struggling to reach victims trapped beneath the rubble. Blocked roads and ongoing strikes have made it nearly impossible to access the most affected areas. While the Israeli Defense Forces have not yet commented on these particular incidents, they did release a statement on Saturday evening confirming the targeted killing of Hakam Mohammed Isa al-Isa, a senior commander in Hamas's military wing. The IDF described al-Isa as one of the founding members of the group's armed division and a key figure behind the October 7, 2023 attacks on Israel, in which over 1,200 people were killed and 251 others taken hostage. In the backdrop of this unrelenting violence, diplomatic efforts to end the conflict appear to be stalling. U.S. President Donald Trump expressed cautious optimism that a ceasefire could be brokered within the next week. Qatari mediators have echoed similar hopes, pointing to increased American pressure. A previous ceasefire deal, launched on January 19th, collapsed by March after Israeli forces resumed attacks, never progressing beyond the first phase of a 3-stage agreement. That agreement had called for a permanent ceasefire, the exchange of hostages for Palestinian prisoners, and a full Israeli withdrawal from Gaza. Negotiations for a renewed deal are reportedly ongoing, but remain at an impasse. Meanwhile, in Tel Aviv, frustration is mounting as families of hostages still held in Gaza organized a mass rally Saturday evening demanding urgent government action to secure their release. Demonstrators carried signs reading, "Bring them home," and called for an immediate end to the war. Organizers of the rally declared, "The time has come to end the fighting and bring everyone home in one phase." Despite public pressure and mounting casualties, the strikes continue unabated. The Hamas-run health ministry now reports that more than 56,000 Palestinians have been killed since the Israeli military campaign began. With no resolution in sight, civilians on both sides remain trapped in an endless cycle of trauma, fear, and loss.